Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Gamers Parley. But this one is really special because it's gonna be about the game that actually brought us together, and you can guess what it is.
Happy
Um,
anniversary, Nav!
I know, happy anniversary, and
We met because of the first trailer, and this is
the
the
first
first trailer.
trailer for DS2, which apparently Johnny already has merch for.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can
see,
buy it on thegamersparley.com
or wish.com.
slash Johnny's merch.
All right. But man, we all were expecting Kojima to be at the Game Awards. Well, just to get everyone else up to speed with the Game Awards just happened. Well, they were the most watched Game Awards, and we were expecting Kojima to be there. And we're gonna have an episode dedicated to the Game Awards later. But
Later
today,
this week.
yeah, this is gonna be a shorter episode. Just quickly discussing the trailer, and then we're gonna go super analyze it as we usually do. But yeah, so in the middle of the show, we had Jeff Keighley announce that, okay, as soon as he said the word from a visionary, and I was like, okay, it's
Oh,
Kojima.
yeah, of
Right?
course.
It's it. No one else. Everyone else is a developer. Kojima is the visionary. And as soon as he said that,
Well, he won a Game Awards for it, so he's a visionary.
yeah, exactly. and and the trailer starts, and my God, like I had goosebumps, and I was like on the edge of my bed. I'm like, holy shit, it's happening after so many days. We've been talking about it. And the start of the trailer, we hear that BB a tune played.
Theme.
Yes. And opening shot is of those dolphin
Mm-hmm.
toys and that's where I actually um knew it was that because we have the logos on there too, right? On that.
I love BB and Bridges on
Yeah,
it.
yes. And it also had the UCA sticker. You can see like a little bit of it on there, and I'm like, okay. And the next shot is of that toy, where you put in the blocks through the exact same shapes. And I see the shape of a crab there, and then I can
And the
see
truck.
the
There's a
truck is
little
there.
truck.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, this is Death Stranding. And I'm like, and as the video moved forward, we see those handprints, and at that time, it's like confirmed. It is that's trending, and
I missed the presentation. It
oh,
was
you
uh,
did,
it was around 2 p.m. Italian time,
yeah,
and I had fallen asleep because I was out all day.
mm-hmm.
And so I didn't hear the introduction of Jeff Keighley to the video, and I
Okay.
just hear, I said, Death Stranding! I woke up.
No, I was watching it live, and man, what a moment! Exactly how the first one went for me. Like I had goosebumps. I'm like, yes, Kojima is
Mhm.
back. That one was a little more because we didn't know Kojima was going to be there, and
Yeah,
so quickly because he had just formed Kojima Productions. But yeah, it's just so good to be feeling that same feeling of excitement for a game, and yeah, it was just amazing. I wish I had recorded myself, but yeah, I was like almost in tears. I'm like, oh my God, this is finally it's happening again, and the reason we all became friends, and
yeah.
um. But yeah, so that imagery of the hands on the height thing, and it's reached about like 2 years, and I think that's how big Louise
I think
looked.
it's 2 feet.
Or is it? I know, but I mean, it's kind of referencing
Yeah,
towards the 2 year. I don't know. But did she look 2 years old? I don't think so. I think she was more of a. Yeah, I think
I,
she's.
I don't have kids. I don't know. They're
Yeah.
little mongrels to me, little monsters.
uh, yeah, that's
Time will come. Not now.
one day.
One day.
Johnny will have
I
her
have a
his
BB.
own BBs, yeah. But yeah, like from that, and then the we see a statue of like kind of like an insignia of some sorts of which seems like to be Amelie, right?
It does look like Amelie.
And it is the color. The color again is the dress of Amelie, the red
Hmm.
orange mix, and I'm
If
like,
you
what?
notice above her, there's like a crown.
Yes,
which if you put upside down looks like her Kipu necklace, the one
It
that
does.
Hitch
Yeah, yeah,
has.
it is her Kipu for sure. That's what I was noticing too. I have some images open here too that I took like screenshots of the
Hmm.
trailer just to go through it. But yeah, it does look like her Kipu, and then the next shot we see is a couple of like a few people carrying like a casket of like a futuristic casket, right? And
Yeah,
that casket has that insignia on
at
top
the
of it.
front. Yeah.
And from the looks of it, it could be Amelie's body. Like, or is it someone who believed? Because now we can tell that this is a cult,
Oh,
basically.
absolutely.
This is kind of like a cult following Amelie, right? Like as an extinction entity, people have started maybe worshiping her or something. I don't know, right? It looks
Hmm.
super creepy. And at this point, I was like, okay, he's already doing different things. This is awesome. And then the next shot, I was just blown away by. I'm like, holy shit! Okay, this is happening. This is not Earth. It does not look like Earth. That those floating
Like the
gateway
gateway.
and all those people just walking towards it, and people with staffs in their hand, and some kind of machinery or something on their back as well, on their suits.
Have you played the director's cut?
I have, yeah.
It looks like the backpack, the
Oh,
the
yes,
jetpack.
true. True. It does look like the jetpack. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I didn't remember that, but that is true.
I haven't unlocked it yet. I just
Yeah,
remember from the videos.
and you can also see like the strands coming down, right? This could be the a beach. Okay,
Hmm.
this could be one of the beaches that are because at the end of I think that Stranding, we have connected all the beaches together, right? So this could be because it looks pretty supernatural to me. Someone on Reddit, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name, also thought that this could be the moon. It's like, but it
You can
looks
go
a
anywhere
little
you want, BB, even the moon.
exactly. And I won't be surprised because now we have like a fucking spaceship, basically a
Hmm.
ship in the game. But yeah, like it looks more like snow, like a more like a snowy environment. So it could be Earth, but with supernatural elements or like some kind of thing happening there. Because
Well, if it's Carelium, it's floating,
Mhm.
so could
Yes,
be.
yes, it could be that. But one of the most amazing shots
Hmm.
of the trailer, and I was like, yes, he's taking it to the next level. He's trying to do something different now. The environments, right? You don't want to be in Iceland for too long. The
Yeah.
same the same environments, and this looks freaking amazing. And then yeah, we see baby Louise.
Yes.
And the reason we say it's baby Louise because on her bib you can see it says
The
Louise, right?
name, yes.
For a split second, you can see the name Louise, and he's all grown up and all chubby, and I can see the physics on her cheeks as Leia is just shaking her cheeks are moving. It looks so cute.
And the
And
ray tracing.
oh my God, don't even let me start on the graphics, man. He's taking it up a notch. I don't know how the fuck because the Death Stranding,
It's still
it's
Decima engine.
yeah, it is, but I mean, it's still like even Death Stranding looks so beautiful, right? Like,
Hmm.
and to take it up further a notch, it's insane how he managed that. Like, it just looks beautiful, and it's only for PS5. So, Johnny, you gotta, yeah,
Well, if a
yeah,
limited edition comes out, it will be my turn to buy one.
awesome.
Hopefully, if I find one.
I'm probably gonna, be getting the collectors for
Yeah,
sure.
oh, definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
The one game I buy a year better be a collector's edition.
yep. But yeah, so we see Leia Seydoux' character Fragile playing with Louise, and one thing I noticed right off the bat is Leia's body.
She's young again.
I don't know about young, but her body is healed,
Yeah.
right? And I don't know how, because if Louise is older, then it's post that stranding, and how
Mhm.
did she heal?
Yeah.
Right? And that got me thinking, and especially watching the rest of the trailer, I'm like, is this an alternate reality or is this a beach?
That's what
Because
I've been reading up about on Reddit.
oh, you okay? Awesome. Yeah, a lot of people actually have been saying that it
Yeah.
could be dealing with alternate realities, which would be super cool, right? And which would make sense because of how
In
fragile.
what you call it, the in the Cupid,
Mm-hmm.
there's an actual formula for like space time bending.
Mm-hmm.
So could be alternate reality.
Yeah, I think a lot of the things hinted in the first game are gonna be done in the second, right? Like all these formulas, the theories that we had before the start of the Death Stranding, we were like, oh, we're gonna go to the moon, we're gonna be traveling this and that. We were not wrong in that sense. It will happen, but it'll happen later down in the story.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it seems like, and that's what I was really excited about. It's like, you know what? Oh, whatever we talked about, it's actually happening in some way, which is amazing. But yeah, we see her all healed up. It could be probably that Louise is being raised by Fragile on like a beach or something, because we can tell from the very next thing that happens in the trailer that someone's trying to come and get BB or
Mm-hmm.
Louise, right? Because they get attacked, sort of like attacked. You can see the lights flickering. Someone's invading their house, and she's panicking with Louise, and that's what we see next. But before that, we also get a really cool shot of the BB pod turned into an aquarium.
Aquarium, yeah.
Yeah, it looks beautiful, right? And we have a lot of Easter eggs from the first episode in this
Yeah, we
whole
see
trailer.
Sam's
Yeah,
Dreamcatcher.
yeah, the book has the thumbs up insignia.
Yes.
Then we have the duck
The
on
Kojima
there.
Productions duck.
Yeah, and we have a magazine about a pizza. The pizza. So,
Hey, are you eating the pizza?
so and that's a Higgs reference, of course,
Mm-hmm.
the pizza guy. And yeah, and from the looks of it, when
Was
she's
it Peter Englert?
yeah. So from the looks of it, when she's carrying Louise and moving around and she's trying to escape, it looks like a bunker because there's like staircase going downward, and people are with like torches are moving towards the bunker, right?
The same one you go into with a
Yes,
pizza.
yes,
But
and
we also see she hides in the elevator for the
yeah, it's like a
packages.
panic room. Yeah, it's like a panic elevator. And another thing about Leia's dress is it's very similar to Mama's, like the gray and the yellow,
Mm-hmm.
right? It kind of reminded me of Mama in a way. And
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't pick that up.
I could be wrong, but that gray and yellow thing definitely reminded me because that's how Mama's costume was basically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so she gets out through the panic elevator, and it's I was trying to read some of the things written on the wall, but it's like a fisheye camera, so it's a little tough to
Uh,
read what's happening. It's something MOTHHNK or HWK or something like that. I don't know what that is, but that's where she exits with Louise, and she's strapped on in front of.
when she gets on the elevator, there's a writing that's back to front. I can't really make it out. It's like
Mhm.
Tom something
Oh,
written
no
on the
idea.
wall. We'll
Yeah,
look
the
into
reason
that.
we're analyzing this so like quickly and also, so deeply is because there are always hints. And Kojima said himself, look at the trailers, I have
Yeah.
hints everywhere. So yeah, so she escapes, and another thing we need to talk about the BB song version by Troy Baker, which was super interesting, and I love this version too. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
done such a good job. I think
Can't
it's
wait till
called the
they
BB
release it.
Theme 2022. I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And he's singing, and it seems like it's a scene from the game where he's singing to Louise because he
Uh-huh.
talks to Louise, right? He's like, BB, don't worry, and he's
He says the same things that Mads Mikkelsen
Maz
says in the first
Mikkelsen's
one.
exactly. He says the same exact thing. So that is another thing. Is this an alternate reality, right? Again,
Mm-hmm.
where Higgs is kind of, similar to Maz's character.
John Unger.
Yeah, Cliff.
Sorry, Cliff. Yeah, no, John was his working name.
Mhm. But then we see a new gameplay edition where we see like a motorcycle.
Yeah,
Yeah. futuristic one, of course, where she just gets on it with Louise and she's like, I'm getting out of here. But unfortunately, gets shot from whoever was, chasing these guys and rolls over, protecting Louise. I was like, oh, she's trying to save her somehow, but and then we see that Louise has fallen a little far away from Fragile, and she's pretty badly hurt, right? And she has those tears, the black, the Karelian
Yeah, but the Corellium tears come out after you see the throat scene with the baby with the
baby.
teeth.
Yes, yes, that was and baby had the tears too, which was pretty
Yeah, so
interesting.
it's Kojima. It's definitely like a cut up scene, and this is happening at some other time.
Yeah,
But it
exactly.
sort of looks like Fragile also has Doom, or we know she has Dooms,
Dooms,
and
yeah.
we've never seen her die. So
Mhm.
maybe she's a repatriate too, either
Yeah,
now or always has been.
it has been, and we didn't know about it,
Yeah.
basically. But yeah, and then we see a shot of someone holding a, a gun, basically.
Yeah, hooded
Uh,
figure.
yes, a hooded figure, which reminds me of pigs, but it's more reddish.
Mm-hmm.
It has a reddish tint to it. I know the gun says something like where the nozzle is. There is some sketching on it if you zoom in, but I can't really make out what it says because of the quality. But there's something definitely etched right next to the bullet, the gun hole right there. And yeah, but I guess we'll find that out later. And yeah, so we see kind of Fragile fainting or dying. I don't know if she died there or not, but
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then the next shot is of a broken BB pod. And yeah, we missed another big thing at the start of the trailer where Leia's character, Fragile, when she's playing with Louise, we see her having like toy like wings in the back,
Yeah.
right? She has those wings in the back, and that's really put there for a reason because in the shot that we're discussing now,
Mm-hmm.
the broken BB pod, we see a BT BB form in the inside the BB
The
pod,
pod.
and that BT has wings, like like an angel. Like, has BB really died? Did Louise really die and become a BT?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, see, it's not obvious, right? That's what he's trying to make us believe.
Yeah.
So, and but she would be like a repatriate, right? She is exactly like Sam. So
Mm-hmm.
she's stuck in one of the beaches now. And I think that's where the game is heading, like from the trailer. Like, we're trying to find BB because we can see Sam is also trying to find BB in different pods and stuff. It's like, oh, Lou, like he's questioning, is that Lou? Like at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
trailer. So I think they're trying to find
Yeah,
Louise.
so
Mhm.
BB gets killed in the beginning, and they
Mhm.
go on an adventure to look for BB.
Yeah, because
Now,
BB is
because
important.
only the beaches in America are together, no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So
of the bridges connection.
yeah, and he questions us that for that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
should we have connected?
Oh yeah, no.
But yeah, after that, I think we get the title sequence,
Yeah.
and then we see a shadowy figure coming out of the shadows, and I'm like, that's Norman. That's definitely Norman. Has
Oh
to
my
be.
God, it's Daryl from The Walking Dead.
I know, older one, like Walking Dead season 40. But yeah, and he looks amazing, right? I'm so
Yeah,
happy
he
to see.
looks so much better. Like he looks great in the first movie in the
Yeah,
game. It looks even better now. He's
yep,
got more fuzz to the beard.
yep. And he
He's
just
got
like,
the single hairs on the arms. You
I
can
know,
see.
even the character of Fragile Leia looks so, like, her expressions and everything. You can,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's amazing motion capture and facial capture. They're doing a fantastic job, and
Do you think they've
yeah,
recaptured everything?
Hmm?
Do you think they've recaptured everything?
I think so because I I always thought leaving Higgs alive was not a good idea
Mm-hmm.
because he is one crazy motherfucker. He's gonna get that extinction happen one way or the other, right?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and for a second when he's walking out of the shadows, we see an upside down rainbow. I don't know if you've noticed that.
No, I did not.
Yeah, for a second on the screen, you know how you in some of the shots you saw that reflection of a rainbow, like at the very end of the game.
Ah, yeah, just saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a very slight upside down rainbow, so that tells you things are fucked again, right? PTs are everywhere again,
Mm-hmm.
and there's another sort of hint towards it when we see the shot from the back of Sam and Leia, and then there's this huge spaceship that rises. I saw at first I thought that was a fucking monster.
It was a fucking Metal Gear, not a monster.
No, I saw it was like a head or
At
something
the
rising
beginning,
up.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, it's is that one of another new mod, the hand monster or something? But
Mm.
then I see it's a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. I'm like, what the fuck? Like finally, like
It
with
just screams Yoji Shinkawa.
exactly, that's where I was going to, like with all the sketches that we have seen of bridges, spaceships that he's trying
Yeah.
to. I'm like, how? Because those that was one of the first leaked images, not leaked, but some of the images that people started to analyze. That oh, that we like random papers on the table, and we see a bridges spaceship, which was not. I'm pretty sure it was not random. Kojima
Mm-hmm.
posted it. He posted it for a
No,
reason.
no.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, finally we're seeing his Yoji's spaceship or spaceship, whatever you want to call it. It looks like it's a ship and a spaceship because it was under the goo or like the whole Karelian black goo. And as it's
Tar.
rising, yeah, tar basically. As it's rising, we can see BTs falling, and BTs.
Ooh, I missed that.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I took a screenshot of that, and there are BTs on the tar itself. Like how they used to just
Ah, yes, there are
match at
BTs
you.
for. What if they're actually the players?
Hmm?
They look also like the players in
They do.
the
I
in the
mean,
goo.
they look like the players when you're fighting a boss. That's where like
Yeah, exactly.
different Sams show up. But I think these are all the people who are still stranded on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the people we saw when what's his name, Hartman goes to the beach, and all those people walking towards something. I think those are those people. But yeah, so the whole spaceship comes out, and we also see Leia, and so Sam and Leia both have tears rolling down their cheeks. So it's basically Carol, Doom's kicking in.
Yeah, chiral allergy or something sad.
Exactly. And Leia's uniform, we don't really see it complete. We just see a hint. It's a really cool detail. There's a blue strap going, right? And that strap looks like hands.
Got hands at the
Yes,
front.
blue and like blue colored hands. It's like someone's hugging her from the back, right? Which
Mm-hmm.
is super interesting. She still has the same jacket, but that's a new addition to her.
Is this the same Leia as the beginning? Sorry, fragile as the beginning? Because
It
she's
looks
covered to the neck here.
that's my thing. Like her hairstyle is the same as the start of the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
but now she's covered. So what I'm thinking is maybe the shots that we saw at the start is at a beach where she's in her fully repaired form, and then
Mm-hmm.
this is from the world where she's not repaired anymore. And she was probably hiding Louise in one of the beaches or something because she can travel, right? Between
Yeah.
because she's interpatriate. So maybe she was keeping her safe because something happened with Sam definitely because he's probably going old or something. He's like, I don't want to get too close to Louise or something. You take care of her. I'm gonna live my life in isolation or whatever because he looked pretty isolated or whatever. But I think that's what's happening now. She's back and she's like, you have to do this again. You have to start a new journey, and
Mm-hmm.
he wants him to join her company basically. And so yeah, like that was a really cool shot of like the whole. Sam didn't say shit. He was just staring.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks really old. I'm just looking at the screenshots, but it looks super cool. In that shot of the close-up of Sam, in the background, we can see a blurry layer. We could kind of see what the new attachment looks like. It's definitely a hand, and there's a BB pod in front of it. You can see just the top rim of a BB pod. So Leia is carrying a BB pod, and there's like a
Ah, yes. Okay, I had missed it.
so there's like sort of like a light on there too,
Mm-hmm.
glowing. It's like a bouquet effect, but you can
Yeah.
kind of tell her uniform has definitely changed. And yeah, we have also shown that the like before this actually we forgot to discuss, but the spaceship has the sign of drawbridge.
Yes.
and we see a clear making of the drawbridge. It kind of looks like a mix of Fragile and Bridges, which you guys, you also said that on our chat that that's what it looks like
Yeah,
before
like the
even the trailer.
umbrella with the drawbridge at the front.
Yeah, so you guys were right. It's exactly a combination of Fragile, Express,
Hmm.
and Bridges. And now we have like the motto, which says both stick and rope to protect and connect together for tomorrow. Right? That's what we see. That's the motto, which is very interesting. Both stick and rope, right? That's been the theme for Kojima for Death Stranding, right? Stick and rope.
Yeah, so the first one was the rope. So we're getting more stick.
Stick, I guess. So if
Yeah.
not sticks, we're definitely getting more guitars.
Yeah.
Because
Because in the next scene,
no, that
we
was the
get a
more
kick-ass
badass,
guitar.
like what the fuck? And that's where we actually got to know that Troy Baker is singing BB's theme. Well, we kind of knew, but like that's where they officially announced with the fonts at the bottom, the Death Stranding fonts. BB's theme 2022, written and arranged by Ludwig Barzil, performed by Ludwig Barzil, featuring Troy Baker. But love that version. But
Yeah,
now,
this is trickery to me
yes.
because the individual playing the guitar
Mm.
has Amelie's mask.
Is that Amelie's mask?
It definitely looks like Amelie to me.
Emily had a mask?
No, no, no. It's like I think they're called death masks in the Egyptian
Egyptian,
culture.
yeah.
Yeah, so they used to make a mask of the dead person.
Hmm.
So this cult is now wearing Amelie's face as
I don't
representation or
know if
whatever.
every one of them is wearing or just this character.
But is it a guy?
That's the
Because
question. Yeah,
it
it's
could be Amelie. She's got the same hair as Amelie.
exactly, and it could be an alternate version of Higgs
Mm-hmm.
because the dialogues we hear are from Higgs. But I don't think the dialogues are from the same scene because we can't see the face moving. It could be a whole different scene and a whole different audio. So he's definitely playing tricks with us, right?
What gave it to me as a female character
Hmm.
is well, he's still got the kipu, so that could be Higgs because he kept it.
Hmm.
But the hair, the way it
Yeah, it's
waves
exactly
down,
like
it's
yeah,
same like
exactly like
Amelie's.
Amelie. Yeah.
But also you can see the organs,
Which is creepy as fuck. Like now, like it's like a BD pod fit within the body, and you just
which is
see.
what made me think, what if it's a still mother?
Mm,
So it could be a female.
very interesting. Very interesting.
The
That's
thing
very
is, there's no uterus; it's just intestines.
yeah, no
The
boobs.
biologist in me is crying.
Yep, that is pretty interesting. And some people are also speculating him to be one of the singers from Apocalyptica.
Apocalyptica, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, I don't know why I said
Yeah.
Apocalyptica. Yeah. So and I think and the setting, the background kind of looks like one of those places where uh like in incinerator, what are they called? The place where they burned the bodies. It's kind of like yeah,
Incinerators.
incinerators. Yeah, one of those places. So he has his own four people in the background, kind of like Maz.
There's five. I can see feet behind him.
Is there?
Yeah.
How many did Higgs have?
How many feet did Higgs have? Two.
No.
I
How many those soldiers that came
can't
behind?
remember.
I think it's the same amount. It kind of looks like the exactly how Higgs rose
Five?
up too. Yeah.
They all got red exclamation marks too, which is
Yes, and
Kojima.
then this male or female, whoever it is, hits the guitar, and then everyone goes into alert mode in the
Yeah.
background. And that just and another thing, the
There's six people. If you go to the next scene where he's about to take the mask off,
yeah, it
see
is six people. It
six.
is six people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that whole sequence looks super good. The order deck, that kind of looks like the whole thing looks like a octopus arm,
Mm-hmm.
and it does not have any moving parts. It has all that holographic things that are
Yeah.
moving now, which is completely different. So we can see the technology has definitely evolved since Death Stranding, right? Like they're more futuristic. Those soldiers in the back look more intimidating for sure. We haven't
Looks
really
like a
seen.
Metroid suit.
Yes, it does actually. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, we see the intestines. It's a super, super cool design for whoever this is. What made me excited is at some part we're gonna fight someone who is fighting back with a fucking guitar. How cool, how cool of a boss fight would that be?
The guitar strap also has the insignia that we see at
Yes,
the beginning.
of the Amelie statue. So they're
Yeah.
definitely the cult that is following
Yeah. And then
Amelie.
there's the initials LC.
I don't know what that.
So
Who knows? Lindsay, not Wagner, but but yeah. So he's about to take off that mask, and he's wearing the kipu of Amelie.
yeah.
That's another thing, but I think that's what Kojima's doing. He's misleading us into like
Uh,
different directions, right?
Rule number one:
Yeah,
betray
betray.
your audience.
Well, yeah, it's changed from we don't talk about Fight Club, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
But yeah, it looks amazing. Egyptian mask again reminds us of Higgs. Could be a completely new character. Who the fuck knows? Because
Yeah.
at one point, I think at like 2 minutes mark, the voice is of a new character. It's not Troy. It's someone. It's some guy who's talking. I can't remember exactly what he said. We will discuss this further later on
Mm-hmm.
in another podcast, but we will overanalyze this again with more people, by the way. This is just a quick video, just to give our thoughts out. But yeah, so that definitely, so he's definitely misleading us to who the fuck this could be, and then we get the screen of should we have connected, and I'm like, yeah, you made us.
Yeah.
That's what the game was. But
We were
in
all click, 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 click,
yeah, I
liking
know.
everyone.
But amazing, like it's now it's like, oh, did we really do something bad now because things are fucked up?
Mhm.
And then we see the final shot of another BB pod being invaded by an octopus this time.
Yeah.
And we also see like the formation of a BB, but in a way that reminded me of Mama's kid, baby. That's it's not like a BT, but it's like more like a Mama. It was like a whitish BT, kind of like the BT, the BBs or the BTs that appear at the very end when Sam revives Louise in his hands, right? That's the kind
Mhm.
of apparition that is. And Sam is basically holding it and questioning the pod. It's like, Lou, it's like, is that you? So he's definitely trying to find Lou
It's
or Louise.
definitely Sam because he's got the little skull tattoo on his
Yeah,
wrist.
yeah. And he says Lou and not Louise. I don't know why.
Mhm.
But yeah, so that was the trailer. And it just blew me away. And then later Kojima showed up and he talked about how he has left so many hints for us to discuss, and then he also said he completely rewrote the story of Death Stranding for a
Yeah.
very
Did you
valid
manage to
reason.
catch the podcast?
Hmm?
Did you manage to catch the latest
No,
Kojima
I
podcast?
have to.
Okay. Well, he goes into detail on this, so we'll
Okay,
discuss it next time.
I'll listen to it so we can definitely do that. But
Mhm.
um, excuse me. Yeah, so he said that he completely rewrote for a very, very valid reason that he did not want to predict more features,
Yes.
which was hilarious. But
Yeah. After COVID, after Fox died, he
yeah,
restarted
Fox
everything.
yeah. So
Yeah, just in case we get sued.
yeah, so that was a very brief and quick
Brief.
um, um, revision of the trailer. We will come
Hmm.
back and discuss this into further details and ask our other fellow hosts about their theories on the trailer. But
We're
this is
back, boys. We're
I know,
back.
and this is just the beginning. First trailer. You know how it goes. The pre-game has already started. There's always two games with Kojima
Hmm.
before the game and after the game, and this is one of my favorite games too because we speculate, so much shit and nothing happens.
And
But
we made loads of new friends on the way.
I know, who knows? There for sure. I have a few people in the community that would be definitely interested in dropping by on our podcast, so I'd love to have them
Same
as
here.
well.
Same here.
Yeah, so let's do that. But yeah, your final thoughts on the trailer before we wrap up?
Yeah, it blew me away. I'm really looking forward to the new probably genre because we're not going to look into deliveries again. And I can't wait for more.
Yeah, another
Let the games
Strand.
begin.
I know, another Strand type. So super excited, and I hope we get a whole revamp of the gameplay as well. That will be awesome.
Mhm.
All right.
So
Well,
thank
thank
you
you.
all for listening to the what's this special episode?
Yes, of the Game
Special
Awards.
DS2 episode. Next time you'll see me, I will be upside down.
Yeah,
And Nav, thanks for calling.
of
I'll catch
course.
you soon.
Absolutely. Ciao.
Bye.